My name is Kristine, and this is my friend.
I'm Thorben. We're Alcoholic Faith Mission. Obviously, we just finished the record and we want to present the new music and hopefully get people to book it next year, because a festival like this is a festival that picks up on bands and books them and see what do they have and hopefully so tonight's show, hopefully if we play well, we will get festivals and we'll get club jobs and stuff like that. So
I think Eastern Europe.
Oh yes.
Would be a fun part of Europe to explore more. We've already visited Poland a few times, and it was a great success. And as far as I've heard, there's going to be a lot of music business from the Eastern Europe at Waves.
Well, I mean, the new album it's just finished actually, and it will be out. I mean, the date is not set yet, but it will be out early 15, perhaps February. But it's nothing set in stone yet. But around that time, and we have a working title as of now, which is Orbiter, and we didn't really have any restraints this time. We didn't really put any rules to record with, like we did with you were talking about the very first one, which is Misery Loves Company, which was only in the dark, inebriated and stuff like that, and the second one only recorded with things that are in the room, which is 41 White Avenue. That's the second album. We didn't put any rules on us this time, but we did try to look back and get sort of an 80s vibe. It's not an 80s record, but we definitely drew some inspiration from the 80s. Like, it's more Cyndi Lauper this time than it is Arcade Fire. So it's very. I mean, it's very us still.
I think that one of the things that makes it very us is that we're still somewhat of a lo-fi band. Like we didn't rent some expensive studio to record the music in. We still have that DIY feeling, recording everything ourselves, and we made all of the songs in Copenhagen. We rented a small studio in Copenhagen and
brought in our own equipment and did it all from the scratch.
So in that sense, it still has that sort of. Even though it's more produced, like the sound is much more produced, it still has that sort of lo-fi feeling to it. Yeah, I think there's a Danish sound, definitely. Mm-hmm. We've discussed this with in a lot of interviews before this, and I think that the Swedes are very good at doing pop music, like Robin, ABBA, and what else? I mean, yeah, they're very good at making pop. And then I guess like 10 years ago, Iceland was very popular with Sigur Rós and this whole exactly, Moon, and this whole Nordic weird sounding music. And now it's like indie from Denmark that has this melancholic, wintry sound to it. That and also Denmark is a very fortunate country to live in as a musician. There's a lot of good opportunities to receive money from different funds and
grants. You can apply for a lot of grants. You don't always get them, but I mean they're there, so you can definitely try to get them. And it's a huge part of the Danish music export that you get funded from the government.
COPCOL, that is short for Copenhagen Collaboration. And it started maybe 3 years ago. We're a bunch of good friends in Copenhagen. Copenhagen is a rather small city, and we're a bunch of friends that I went to high school with some of them, and you did too with another part of the collective. So you know, we're friends, and we've been playing in different
Constellations, different
constellations, yeah.
in and out. Yeah.
And then we just decided that we wanted to sort of collaborate and take advantage of the advantages that you get when you're a lot of musicians together.
Then all of a sudden you get people that play the cello, you get people that play the violin, people that play the horn, and you can use each other like crisscross, and then it's kind of spawned from there. And then there was this one guy from a band called Frederick, that had an idea of doing a Band of Horses song, that we all of our friends should get together at a cafe and record this song. So we did that, and from that we kind of say, hey, this is fun, let's do something with that. And then we played a few shows as a collective, and it's been really fun. To play in Asia and Japan. We haven't made it yet.
We haven't made it yet. I mean, we have put out some of our records in Japan. I'm not sure why that was such a. It's still. I mean, it could be fun to go to Japan, definitely. But I mean, to me, it's not. It's not the only thing that matters.
Obviously, it's not nothing. I mean, it's not the only what do you call it, aspiration or whatever that we have, but but it would definitely still be fun to go on a tour in Japan and in Asia as a band. But right now, I would agree with Kristine that kind of dream has sort of simmered down a bit, and now it's pretty much more of putting out good music and focusing on the areas that do know us, and like Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Europe, and kind of sustaining that market.
But I guess it's just the imagination of the adventure, the fairy tale in Asia. Last year we went to Brazil for the first time, which was a huge experience for us. Mm. Like traveling to the other side of the world and actually meeting people that knew our music, and just just being able to travel and see new parts of the world.
That's probably,
playing music. That's
actually right there. It's probably that. I mean, you asked what the dream is. That probably is hitting the hit on the nail, so to speak, because to be able to travel.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
No problem.
Wrong.
To be able to travel and play your music and play for people that know your music and stuff like that. That's always been great, and obviously that will always be a dream if you're able to do it. Kristine works at a major news station in Denmark, television, and I take care of disabled people, which is also very nice and good. I mean, I like my job, but I would just rather play music.